Nah. Nah, I'm gonna put this game in root. I can't put in. What the fuck this game at, bro? Yo, how you find your game you playing live? I did. Oh, then tap in live.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
46. 41 for Will.
A first down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Change of scenery turned out to be really good this year for Cooper and the Cowboys. 9 games with them, over 700 yards, including that 217-yard three-score performance against the Eagles.
And remember, that last score was in overtime to give Dallas a huge win in the NFC East and help propel them to a division title. 1,005 yards combined between Oakland and Dallas. The third time he's gone over 1,000 in his 4 seasons in the NFL.
Looking deep downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott forced out to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The give is to Elliott. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised here that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
You got so lucky, bro.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, would you do Miller on the second one?
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Charles Chubb, heck of a rookie season, but do you think it bothers him that he had 996 yards?
I'll guarantee you it bothers him. It reminds me of a runner by the name of Dave Hampton, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, who actually went over 1,000 yards in a 14-game season. They gave him the game ball, stopped the game and applauded for him, and then he took another carry and lost yardage. And finished the season at 996 yards and never came close to 1,000 again.
But still, though, Nick Chubb, great season, finishing 10th in the league in rushing as a rookie.
And don't forget his signature run against the Atlanta Falcons, 92 yards for a touchdown.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Oh, you got to pay attention to the game.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit. Hot.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is fielded at the 27. And now running right through it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Now, Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3-5. Ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that 3rd NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the future looks good for Dallas. I also like what they're building in terms of Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott on offense. But how about on defense? They got two of the better young linebackers in the league, and Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Build around them and watch for the Cowboys to be in the mix in years to come.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns' D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Yeah, indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense. Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
That dude got me from the back.
Over! Detroit!
Mayfield on play action. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. He juked him. Oh, now he bowls him over. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The 3rd time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base where it might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
You got to use the tape, right?
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Well,
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Mayfield now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece. And instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game. Because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44, that's nothing for him.
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it.
There you go.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though?
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Prescott now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey,
It's in the game.
Johnny, he said, man, I'm not. He said, man, I'm not finna. Oh. Yeah, he said, I'm not finna give up Nick Chubb for Lamar Miller, man.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Don't bleed it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Oh, true.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Lucky 56! Gone!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
Nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us, and everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence. And it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball. They scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime and...
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Prescott on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end.
Right now. Nah.